Hello, this is Serrano Keith Baldio with Texas Justice Review. So, if it sounds like I'm a little bit defeated this morning, I guess I had my Gethsemane moment in court in what is supposed to have been a divorce that is over, and in the appeals court, a final decree that was done since December. This attorney who came on the same day that Kathy Stewart, Councilwoman Kathy Stewart, I filed an appeal on the 28th. She mentioned Kathy Stewart and that she was here because of Kathy Stewart. And they're looking for a vexatious claim because I sued Kathy Stewart. And I tell you, I lost it in court this morning. I emotionally and mentally, I guess, I read the story about Gethsemane and Jesus in the 3 books. And they said he was sorrowful and he was suffering anguish and agony. And there was sweat of blood coming down from his face, like blood. And I tell you, I didn't suffer Gethsemane like he did, but just today I just couldn't believe that here is somebody that I married and thought would love me forever. And I'm looking at her in court saying, why is this woman doing this? Why is she doing this? Is the money so important to you? And I just lost it because I was alone. She's got all these big, powerful attorneys that came from the councilwoman on the same day. And they're acting like, oh no, we just showed up. No. And they came because they didn't want me to sue the councilwoman, but it's too late. This whole lawsuit is done. And I got to pay they keep saying that he's filing lawsuits, but I asked, when did I file a lawsuit after the decree? And they couldn't answer. And they said there was 2 lawsuits. And I said, no, this is not lawsuits. There was a case that Judge Michael Snipes, he is the one that has been vicious and vindictive to me in family court. He's not even a family court judge. Dallas voted for 6 black judges, minority judges, for a reason. And this southern white guy is sitting there mad at me, and because I'm a minority guy that challenged him, white woman, white spouse, ex. And so the racism, you can feel it. He was just vicious. Anything I said, nope, denied. You're not allowed to say this. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is the law. And so they're just bringing up a bunch of lies over and over. And I said, but that's not true. Well, denied. Yeah, I said, your objection, sustained, overruled. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I tell you, after I came and I sat in my car, I just didn't know if I wanted to be a Christian. As the first time in my life that I questioned my faith with this woman. I gave everything in my life for her to make her happy. And I'm about to be left on the street because she's signing documents. It's by her signature this is happening. That I'm to be removed from my house in 10 days or go to jail. A house that I built. A house that all my money that I booked for my business went into and bought this house. And I was always concerned that the same thing her grandmother did to the grandfather, which is exactly what's happening to me, she was going to do it. And I sat there and just tears that started coming out my face because I couldn't believe she was doing this. When she promised that if we get to Dallas, she'll never leave, everything is going to be fine. But as soon as it was time to bail, she bailed. And I married that. And it bothered me and I just started tears. I just was asking God, because everything this lawyer who was constantly lying and manipulating evidence, manipulating the process, just maliciously lying. And he's saying, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. And I said, I never sued anybody after your decree. Yes, he had 2 lawsuits and it wasn't 2 lawsuits, but he still took it and denied me this, even though I had the law and they didn't, denied. And I sat there empty, helpless, alone, While these big, nasty lawyers on her side, she went and got $500, $550. But they don't care about the money. They're just here for Kathy Stewart. They're here to block me from suing her. And in the process, they'll charge me $30,000 in attorney's fee. So I just felt alone. I didn't even think God was with me. Even though I prayed this morning, He will be. And that we'll be one together. But I was sitting there alone. With no money, no attorneys. Watching my house be stripped away from me while the case is in the appeals court. With a racist judge. When I had 6 black judges I could be in front of, and they would have said, listen, no, family court says she can't do this. Family court says if she files a lawsuit, she's responsible for the bills because she's the one initiated. She doesn't do anything to her. But I didn't get those judges. They all recused themselves because I said she was doing wicked stuff. And she was. And they didn't want to be a part of it. And I felt for the first time, and as being a Christian, that I didn't want to be a Christian. And I know that Jesus suffered this too. I know He did. Abandoned by the people He trusted. Betrayed for money. For money. This was money for her. Greed for money. And she said she couldn't pay the bills. I said, okay, well, how much money do you make your salary? Oh, you can't ask her that. Well, then, no, you made the attorney. You're making a comment that she can't pay the bills, right? Okay, well, what's your salary? You're not allowed to ask that. All my rights stripped away because I'm supposed to find out if you're making $10,000 a month, you can't be crying that you can't pay bills. If you're saying that you have to go into your 401k, then show me that. All lies in the courtroom that is corrupted and vicious to a man. Because I'm a man and she's a woman, I don't know what his relationship with her is, the judge, but he has told her that, yeah, even if she's married to you, she can go and have sex with whoever she wants to have sex with. She has a right to do that. This is a liberal judge. And then when I went to the appeals court, Denise Garcia was on the case, and I had slammed her. Her buddy Tina Clinton got it. The two of them seems to be getting all the case. And I never wanted to call this guy's name. His name was Jeff Dalton. He controls all these judges. He's a crew of judges. So one is calling up the other. And Michael Snipes, the one I went before in criminal, all he does is criminal, but he's in family court. He has a history of calling judges and telling them what to do for him. He called up 2 other judges, sent those cases back to me. They did. That's the one they said I sued her again, which I didn't. And then have vexatious claim for a false claims. And then Tina Clinton is part of the Jeff Dalton group. And so, mind you, easy for him to call her and say, listen, deny his motion to put a stay on the decree pending the appeal. So once she denied that, sure enough, they fully brought it in and they put it on the record. It was denied to stop this decree from being enforced. The justice and the appeals court denied it. And I knew that Tina Clinton was going to do that because she's part of that group. I knew it. I filed a motion to recuse her. She refused because she wanted to do this to help Michael Snipes. This is what's going on. And as a man, I lost all my rights. And if I had kids, I would have not been able to see them anymore. I have one baby cat. The other one, she stole all 3. He gave her that. This judge keeps giving her everything. 100%, I got nothing. And this is the justice system in America. And the people that are supposed to be putting him in jail, because I will go to jail if I don't leave my house in 10 days. That's what he's saying. All I did was get married. That's all I did. Get married, and I can't even keep my home, even after she got everything. So I have to find out if I'm still a Christian, because I'm on the brink of losing my faith. If God will intervene and do something different. This is your justice system. This is the racism that you face when you're facing a white woman, minority, and a white judge. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.